Do you know what foods could be damaging your heart? In today's informative discourse, we are taking a deep dive into the realm of nutrition, specifically focusing on a matter of critical importance: the top 10 foods that pose a threat to your heart's health. The pivotal role of a heart-healthy diet in maintaining overall wellness is a universally acknowledged fact. However, there exist certain foods, seemingly innocent but potentially harmful, which may gradually lead heart disease, often referred to as silent killers. We understand that navigating the world of nutrition can be daunting, which is why we've decided to break it down for you. We've meticulously designed an informative countdown format to spotlight these offenders, giving you an in-depth understanding of how they affect your cardiovascular health. We believe knowledge is power, and we wish to equip you with the right information to make informed dietary choices. Indeed, what we put on our plates greatly impacts our overall health. Various factors like sodium content, trans fats, and high levels of sugar in certain foods can contribute to deteriorating heart conditions. Our objective is to not only identify these harmful foods but also explain why they pose a risk, thereby providing comprehensive information. So brace yourselves as we embark on this enlightening journey together. Expect some revelations might challenge your current dietary habits. It might be unsettling at first, but our aim is to ultimately promote better heart health for everyone. Let's reveal the foods that could be secretly sabotaging your heart health. Starting with number 10, we have sugary drinks. Now, these may seem like a sweet treat on a hot day, but the truth is they pack a dangerous punch. You see, sugary drinks such as sodas and fruit juices are loaded with added sugars. These sugars can quickly add up, leading to weight gain and obesity. And it doesn't stop there. Consuming too many sugary drinks can also increase the risk of type 2 diabetes, a condition that can seriously harm your heart. But the danger to your heart doesn't end with diabetes. Excessive sugar intake can lead to heart disease itself, clogging up your arteries and putting a strain on your ticker. In short, while that soda might quench your thirst, it's doing more harm than good. So if you're thirsty, grab a glass of water instead. Coming in at number 9 are refined carbohydrates. When we say refined carbohydrates, we're talking about grains that have had their bran and germ removed. This process strips away beneficial fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Foods like white bread, pasta, and pastries are loaded with these stripped-down carbs. Now you might be wondering, why are refined carbohydrates a concern for our hearts? Well, when you consume these foods, your body breaks them down into sugar. This causes your blood sugar and insulin levels to spike, leading to inflammation, high blood pressure, and other heart disease risk factors. Research shows that a diet high in refined carbs may increase the risk of heart disease and type 2 diabetes. So the next time you're about to reach for that white bread or that tempting pastry, consider the potential impact on your heart health. Remember, not all carbs are bad, but the refined ones? Think twice. Hold on to your seats as we reveal numbers 8 to 5. First up at number 8, we have salty snacks. You know what I'm talking about. Those chips, pretzels, and salted nuts that you can't resist. While they might be tasty, they're also loaded with sodium, which can lead to high blood pressure, a major risk factor for heart disease. Moving on to number 7, red meat. A juicy steak or a hearty burger might be hard to resist, but these foods are often high in saturated fats. These fats can increase your levels of bad LDL cholesterol and lower good HDL cholesterol, leading to a buildup of plaque in your arteries and increasing your risk of heart disease. Next at number 6, processed meats. These include foods like bacon, hot dogs, and deli meats. Not only are they high in sodium and saturated fats, but they also often contain nitrates and nitrites, preservatives that have been linked to heart disease. And finally, at number 5, we have butter. While butter has made a bit of a comeback recently, it's important to remember that it's still high in saturated fats. And while you may have heard that butter is okay in moderation, when it comes to heart health, it's better to opt for healthier fats like those found in olive oil, avocados, and nuts. So, there you have it. Numbers 8 to 5. Salty snacks, red meat, processed meats, and butter. All delicious, but all potentially harmful to your heart if consumed in excess. Remember, the key is moderation. It's okay to indulge occasionally, but it's also important to balance these foods with plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. So next time you're shopping, you might want to steer clear of these foods. Now, let's move to the more notorious culprits: fried foods and fast food. These food groups have earned their bad reputation for good reason. They're often loaded with trans fats, saturated fats, and sodium, a triple threat for your heart health. Starting with fried foods, they're typically soaked in unhealthy oils. The high temperatures used for frying can also create trans fats, even in oils that didn't initially contain them. This can lead to increased levels of bad cholesterol and inflammation in your body, both of which can damage your heart over time. Fast food, on the other hand, is usually high in sodium and saturated fats. Consuming too much sodium can increase blood pressure, a leading cause of heart disease, and saturated fats, they can raise your cholesterol levels, creating blockages in your arteries. It's not easy, but saying no to these foods could save your heart. Almost at the top, at number 2, we have trans fats. Now, what are trans fats? They're a type of dietary fat that's been linked to an increased risk of heart disease. Trans fats are created through an industrial process that adds hydrogen to liquid vegetable oils, making them solid at room temperature. This process, known as hydrogenation, is what gives us the term hydrogenated oils, which you might have seen on food labels. Common culprits of trans fats include margarine, shortening, fried foods, packaged snacks, and baked goods. These fats raise your bad LDL cholesterol levels and lower your good HDL cholesterol levels, causing a double whammy to your heart health. They can also increase inflammation and contribute to the buildup of fatty plaque in your arteries, leading to heart disease. So what's the takeaway here? Pay attention to what's on your plate. Checking food labels for trans fats should become a habit. And now, the number 1 worst food for your heart, processed foods high in sodium. Sodium, an essential mineral for our bodies, yet when overconsumed, it can wreak havoc on our heart health. It's a sneaky substance, often hiding in plain sight in most of our processed foods. So why is too much sodium bad? In excess, it can lead to high blood pressure, a serious risk factor for heart disease and stroke. When there's too much sodium in your bloodstream, it can pull water into your blood vessels, increasing the total volume of blood inside. As the volume increases, so does the pressure on your vessel walls. That's high blood pressure. But why are processed foods often loaded with sodium? It's simple. Sodium acts as a preservative, enhancing flavor and increasing shelf life. So, everything from canned soups to frozen dinners and even baked goods can be sodium bombs. There you have it, the number 1 culprit. Be sodium aware for a healthier heart. We've journeyed through the top 10 foods that could be damaging your heart. From the sugar-laden drinks that sneak into our diets, to the refined carbohydrates that are all too prevalent in our meals. We've explored the hidden dangers of salty snacks, the excesses of red and processed meats, and the pitfalls of butter. We've dived into the world of fried foods and fast food, and scrutinized the harmful effects of trans fats. We've also shed light on those processed foods high in sodium that lurk in our kitchen cabinets. This journey has been about more than just identifying the culprits. It's been about understanding how our food choices can impact our heart health. It's about recognizing that each bite we take is a decision that can either harm or heal. A heart-healthy diet is not about deprivation. It's about balance, variety, and making smarter choices. It's about replacing those unhealthy foods with whole grains, lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, and heart-healthy fats. It's about embracing a lifestyle that not only nourishes our bodies, but also our hearts. As we conclude this journey, let's make a commitment to our hearts. Let's choose health over convenience, nourishment over indulgence. Let's make every bite count. Remember, your heart health is in your hands. Please like, subscribe, and watch our other videos for more health tips. Until next time, stay heart healthy.